Namaste.
Namasté.
So once again we are with another topic of Ayurveda.
Wir sind jetzt nochmal hier mit einem anderen Thema von Ayurveda.
Yes, and today's topic is regarding, because the season is changing and now autumn is coming. So today's talk is regarding the Ayurvedic lifestyle during this autumn season.
Und diesmal sprechen wir über den ayurvedischen Lebensstil im Herbst, in dieser Saison, die jetzt kommt.
Yeah, in Ayurveda actually this whole year is divided in six we say seasons, you know.
In Ayurveda ist das Jahr in 6 Saisons
And each season
eingeteilt.
and each season is divided further into 2 months. So altogether 12 months. 12 months, and 6 seasons according to Ayurveda.
Also jede Saison geht 2 Monate lang, also 6 Saisons sind ein Jahr.
Yeah. So these 6 seasons, and actually these 6 seasons, they are based on the doshas also, like how the doshic effect on the season on the outside and how it affects our body.
Also diese 6 Jahreszeiten, quasi die Saison, sind immer entsprechend den verschiedenen Doshas.
Yeah, so actually everything connected. So like which season, what kind of dosha is like prevalent in outside, and which kind of dosha is can affect our body because of different foods, you know.
Also es ist alles in Verbindung, in welcher Saison welche Dosha äußerlich auf dich einwirkt und was kannst du dann tun, um das so in
Yeah, so
Balance zu bringen.
it is actually very important aspect of living healthy. So like when we live together with the seasons, then we become more healthy. It's like preventive living, you know, when we understand this concept.
Also es ist sehr gut, so zu leben mit der Saison, weil das einfach viele Krankheiten präventiv verhindert. Man wird einfach mehr gesund, wenn man mit der Saison lebt.
Yeah. So just for example, we say just here in Deutschland we have mostly, I think, 4 seasons. We have summer, and then spring comes. First the spring, and then summer, and then it's autumn is coming, and then winter. We have here only 4 seasons, but in between these 4 seasons also there are some changes happens, you know. So altogether here also we have 6 seasons, not like as classical as mentioned in Ayurveda. Here is 4 seasons, but inside the 4 seasons there are 6 seasons.
Also hier in Deutschland reden wir immer von 4 Saisons, also Sommer, Herbst, Winter und Frühling. Aber in diesen 4 Jahreszeiten gibt es halt dann noch andere kleine
Yeah,
Änderungen.
and this autumn is autumn in Ayurveda. It is mentioned as Sharad Ritu. So in Ayurveda, when we say it's in Sanskrit, so it's a Sharada. Okay, so the name of this season in Ayurveda is mentioned as Sharad.
Ja, also der Name von der Saison, also von der Jahreszeit, die jetzt kommt.
It's Sharad Ritu, yeah. So Sharad Ritu, it is very important time period in a year, because whether it is it brings many changes, you know, during this time.
Also Herbst ist eine sehr wichtige Jahreszeit, die sehr viele Änderungen hervorruft.
Yeah, I hope you can understand that you can also feel the change in the sun strength, because classically it is mentioned like there are some time period when the season changes, then always the time period of changing of one season to another season, that is a time period which is very critical.
Also dort, wo die Jahreszeiten sich ändern, da sind die Änderungen so groß, dass es wirklich einfach sehr viel Effekt hat. Und
Ja.
das merkt man auch an der Sonneneinstrahlung, die sich ändert.
So just for example here, what happens like summer, during summertime it was some days some rains, but now in Herbst I can't see any rain here. But then summer, and then last 1 week of summer, and the first 1 week of this autumn. So this is a critical time period, like 14 days. According to Ayurveda, it is mentioned as Yam Dishta, like when the season changes from summer to this autumn, Herbst. This is a time period where most of the people, they can be sick if they don't care properly. So this is Yam Dishta Kal, means like person can have very serious illnesses during this time period. So we need to be very careful during this changing of 2 weeks, last 1 week of summer and first 1 week of autumn.
Also die 14 Tage, wo die letzte Woche von Sommer ist und die erste Woche von Herbst, die ist sehr groß in den Veränderungen und da werden viele Leute krank, deswegen ist gerade da gut drauf zu achten, dass man
And you
sich
can
da
already feel
anpasst.
the difference, even though before that it was a summer, but now the strength of the sun is very strong. It's just like this heat at the moment is very strong. It is like burning. That's why the leaf also started changing their color, you know. So this heat is really strong, and this strong heat also brings many illnesses to our body.
Also jetzt gerade ist die Sonne sehr heiß einfach, deswegen werden dann auch die Blätter schneller braun. Und ja, diese extreme Sonneneinstrahlung, die bringt auch Krankheiten mit sich.
Yeah. So as everything is burning in the nature, similarly things also burn in our body. And when something burns, it is a sign of what? Sign of pitta, fire. So it means the autumn is a time period where people can have more pitta problems. So this is a time period for more pitta problem. Persons whose body type is more pitta dominant, they are more prone to have more pitta problem, pitta illnesses.
Also die ganze Natur ist quasi hat einen großen Effekt von dieser Hitze, von diesem Brennen. Und das Brennen steigert natürlich auch beim Menschen Pitta, also Feuer. Und also wenn man sowieso schon Pitta sehr aktiviert hat, kann das schnell zu Krankheiten führen.
You know, so during this time, what we should take care then? If a person who is pitta body type and he is eating more like sour, salty and more spicy food, then definitely that person will have more problem with the pitta. And where is the place of pitta in our body? Mostly in our bowel. It means that person have more problem related with the digestion in our stomach, small intestines.
Also wenn eine Pitta-Person jetzt zu dieser Zeit dann auch noch salzig ist und sauer und
Sour, salzig and scharf.
Genau, und scharf, dann bringt es halt noch mehr Pitta-Probleme mit und dann hast du halt gerade im Verdauungsbereich halt schneller Krankheiten.
Yeah, so the most common problem if we say like during this time which a pitta person can have, or other person also, but pitta person they are more prone because their body already have heat, and this sun now is very hot. It is like burning hot, this sun. The summer heat, the summer sun is different. The sun of this autumn is different. So what kind of problem they can have? Burning sensation, you know, like gastritis, acidity, ulcers. So these are the three common, like gastritis, ulcer or reflux. This is commonly happen during this time.
Also die Personen, die sowieso Pitta sehr stark haben. Und ja, die Sonne im Sommer ist einfach anders als die Sonne jetzt gerade in diesen 14 Tagen. Und da ist es halt schneller, dass man dann noch mehr Pitta-Probleme kriegt. Also Gastritis oder Acid, genau, also Säure, Reflux und andere Pitta-Probleme.
Yeah, so mostly the problem related with our stomach and our small intestine. So those persons who are mostly pitta body type or who don't take care of their pitta and eating so much of this pitta aggravating food which can increase your pitta, the fire in the body, they can have the trouble with their stomach, small intestine mostly. And also another fiery structure in our organ in our body is pancreas. So the problem related with the pancreas, problem related with our gallbladder and our liver, stomach, intestines, small intestine. So these are the structures people have to be very careful during the season. They can get sickness with these structures.
Also die Pitta-Probleme tauchen hauptsächlich im Magen und im also im Dünndarm auf und halt auch in den Nieren und Leber und
yeah, not Nieren, it's a gallbladder.
Ja, genau, ja.
Gallbladder. It's a gallbladder and our liver.
Also Gallenblase, Leber
and pancreas.
Pancreas was.
Pancreas is a structure which also brings like the insulin, which brings the insulin,
okay.
the hormones, you know. So yeah, pancreas.
Ach so, die heißen auf Deutsch auch so. Okay, gut. Okay. Ich habe versucht zu übersetzen.
Yeah. So during this time, people can have different illnesses related with this different structure. So they have to be very careful regarding their food during this time period.
Also gerade solche Menschen, die Probleme damit haben, sollen jetzt sehr vorsichtig sein, gerade mit diesen Nahrungsmitteln, salzig, sauer, scharf.
So what they should eat then? What kind of things they should eat? As the sun is very hot during this time period, I think you can also feel it means cool thing is okay, but cool doesn't mean so cool like freezing. Ayurveda never says that you should go with the cooling. It means you can have the more like which brings the coolness to the body, especially to the pitta person. So they can have more like things which brings the coolness to the body. They can have during this time period. That is number one.
Also gerade die Pitta-Personen, die viel Feuer haben, sollten kühlende Sachen zu sich nehmen. Also jetzt nicht gefrorene Sachen oder kaltes Wasser aus dem Kühlschrank, sondern einfach Nahrungsmittel, die den Körper kühlen.
Yeah. So for example, salad. So this is a season where you can take more salad. But what time? When the sun is very strong. Not in the morning, not in the evening time, because you must have also feel that at the night time, night is getting cooler and cooler. The temperature is changing from summer, so it's like a changing time period. The daytimes are very hot because the potency is very strong. It's like burning sun, and in the evening time and in the night time or early morning they are changing. They are getting more cooler.
Also gerade in der Zeit am Tag, wo es sehr heiß ist, soll man dann kühlende Sachen wie Salat essen, aber halt nicht dort, wo es am Tag kalt ist, also abends, nachts oder morgens. Da ist es okay dann.
Yeah, so you can have your salad, you can eat during the daytime. And another thing is the taste. So what kind of taste in Ayurveda? If you cannot eat the sour and salt, you should eat vinegar. Then you should eat, this time is a time for eating more sweet and bitter. So sus and bitter, these are the taste during this time period. And especially it is mentioned in Charak Samhita that bitter taste. Okay?
Also für diese Zeit ist süß und bitter die beste Geschmacksrichtung, vor allem bitter.
Yeah, so when I say bitter, bitter means like different kinds of green vegetables. So whatever the green vegetables you get or different with bitter taste vegetables you should take during this time period. For example, you can have rucola, for example, spinach, you can have the celery, So green leafy vegetables or spring onions. So green leafy vegetables you should eat during this time period.
Also grünes Blattgemüse, vor allem das, was mehr bitter schmeckt, ist perfekt für diese Saison.
Yeah, and the fruits I would say like when I take sweet doesn't mean like you should take the sweet like sugar, white sugar, no. You can have more like the dates, very good example. Dates are very good, and there's rosinan, so datan, rosinan, and the figs, dry figs. They are really very good because they also serve another purpose of your body, to clean your body.
Also mit süßen Sachen meinen wir keinen weißen Zucker, sondern hauptsächlich so Datteln und Rosinen und Feigen. Die haben noch einen anderen Sinn, die clean, also die reinigen noch den Körper dazu.
Yeah, and then during this season also, as Ayurveda says that during summertime you can have a day sleep, day nap. When I should not say day sleep, it's a day nap. Means like when it is summertime period, you can have day nap for 1 hour, 2 hour maximum if somebody feels very weak. But this time, even you feel weak, you should not sleep during daytime. It is mentioned in Ayurveda. Because the next season is going to be, afterwards what is coming? Winter. And if you start sleeping during daytime now onwards, your body already pitta is hot, and day sleep you start accumulating more and more kapha. And later time is coming for more kapha, winter. So you can have trouble from the kapha in the coming winter. So better, this is not the season for day sleeping. Keep active yourself.
Also jetzt könnte man sich am Nachmittag nochmal hinlegen oder also über den Tag, aber das ist nicht gut, wenn man jetzt tagsüber schläft, weil die nächste Saison ist Kapha sehr dominant, und wenn man jetzt schon anfängt, das Kapha zu steigern durch das am Tag Schlafen, dann kriegt man dann in der nächsten Saison dann Kapha-Probleme, also diese Trägheit.
Yeah, so this is the time period when the pitta, but the pitta aggravates from before. Okay, the pitta problem which is coming now, because we are coming to this summertime period, and summertime period also when there was sometime rain, when it's like more rain during summertime, and then afterwards when this autumn comes, then people can have more trouble with the pitta. But when summer is more hot but less rain, then their chances of getting pitta problem are less. Okay? When there is a more rain during the summertime period, then there is a more pitta problem in later half, in the autumn time period. When there is a less rain during the summer, then there are less problem during the autumn.
Ah, okay. Ja, also wenn es im Sommer viel regnet, hat man im Herbst dann mehr Pitta-Probleme und wenn im Sommer der Regen eher wegbleibt, dann ist im Herbst das Pitta-Problem dann nicht so groß.
Yeah, and the reason behind that, it is mentioned in Ayurveda that like when there's a lot of rain during the summertime period, then the atmosphere become more like acidic. And when the atmosphere become more acidic, then all the plants, seed, fruits, whatever are from that time period, they generate more acidity. So when there's a more rain during the summertime, then the fruits, maybe it's a plum or maybe the whatever they grow at during that time, the fruits or the vegetables which coming from that time period, they will have more acidity. And when you are eating that, then your body is keeping the acidity. You don't feel problem there, but body accumulate this pitta, this acid in the body. And then afterwards, what is coming? Autumn. Daytime strong sun, and when it is coming, then this everything coming out. Then you start feeling the acid reflux. You start feeling the acid, or more like as a ulcer. If somebody has more problem with the pitta, then you can have the ulcer also.
Also das Problem mit dem Pitta im Herbst kommt daher, wenn es im Sommer viel regnet und alles Gemüse und Obst, was da wächst, das kriegt durch das ganze Wasser, baut es mehr Säure auf und du isst dann halt den Sommer über dieses Obst und Gemüse und merkst nicht, dass du ganz viel Säure in deinem Verdauungstrakt sammelst. Und wenn dann die feurige Sonne dann im Herbst kommt, dann fängst du an, das zu merken, dass du so viel Säure hast und dann kriegst du den Säurenaufstoß und so.
Yeah, and what is good about this season is that it is mentioned like during this time period in the autumn, the sky is very clear. So maybe you see these days the star, if you see in the night time, when there's a full moon, you can see the stars very clearly. And the light of, or the feeling of the rays of the moons are also different. Actually, you should see the nature, how it is. Throughout the whole year, you see and feel the energy of the moon is different. During this month of the autumn, the moon is most brightest and its energy is totally different. Okay?
Also,
it affects us differently during this time period.
Also in dieser Zeit jetzt im Herbst ist der Mond ist am dollsten am Schein und hat auch einen ganz anderen Einfluss auf uns als an anderen Zeiten im Jahr.
Yeah, and during this time period in the sky, there is a special, we say, one kind of star. In Ayurveda, that is mentioned as Agastya. So we say that the effect of this moon and this star, which is Agastya Nakshatra, it is mentioned Nakshatra is kind of a star. Because of the effect of this moon and this star, which is special during this time period, the water in the lake is more clean during this time period. Not that much clean during the summer, during the winter or the time period, but this is a time period when the water of the lake is more cleaner based on the effect of the energy in the universe.
Also da gibt es jetzt noch einen Stern, der mit dem Mond zusammen eine bestimmte Energie auf diesem Planeten hat, sodass die Seen jetzt in dieser Zeit besonders rein sind.
Yeah, so it's more cleaner during this time period. And what kind of cleaning procedures? Because Ayurveda always says that during different seasons we need to clean our body. So as this is a time period like when the pitta can cause more problem to you, so then it is mentioned that you should go for the virechana. Okay, so this is a time for the virechana. So this is the time period for the virechana is a Reinigung process. Means that is making a person to go for Dushfall. Okay, so that is a process in Ayurveda. It's a Reinigung process during this autumn season.
Also das ist jetzt auch für den menschlichen Körper in dieser Herbstsaison ein ganz normaler Reinigungsprozess, dass man dann Durchfall bekommt.
Yeah, so how you can do it your home? Simple thing is like this is a time, one thing I already told you, you should eat more sweet. So what kind of sweet? Not sugar, dates, number one. And number second, what you can do for your own home, like a soft Reinigung yourself, virechana, you can have like ein glass of warm half a milk. Okay, so ein glass of warm half a milk, or either ein glass of warm Wasser, and then bisschen, like 2 spoon, you can put here this ricinus oil, you can mix yourself, trinken and rosennen. Almost you can have 30 grams to 40 grams of richness you can eat. But not always, sometimes. Some days you can have this kind of cleaning. When you do it, next day morning or maybe after 6 hours, your stomach will be clean. So this cleaning, this is a kind of short, we say purgation or dushfal. So this is the time period where you should do this. You should go for it to clean your whole stomach and intestines.
Also diese Saison ist gut, um einfach abführende Praktiken zu machen. Im Ayurveda nehmen wir dafür ein Glas warme Hafermilch oder warmes Wasser mit 2 Löffeln Rizinusöl. Und dazu isst man einfach ein paar Rosinen noch. Und dann 40 Gramm Rosinen ungefähr. Und du meinst Teaspoons of Rizinus, ne?
Ja.
Teaspoons of, also Teelöffel von Rizinusöl 2. Und dann nach 6 Stunden oder am nächsten Morgen halt ist der Verdauungstrakt dann rein.
Yeah, so and this is a time period for that because throughout the year in different seasons different kinds of reinigung processes are mentioned here. Because if you want to remain healthy, naturally if you want to keep your with the rhythm of the nature and to remain healthy, then you should clean sometimes. So this is the time period for that for Abshura.
Also wenn man immer mit dem Jahresrhythmus geht, dann gibt es bestimmte Zeiten, die für manche Sachen gut sind und jetzt ist halt die Zeit für abführende Praktiken.
And still you see that the sun is hot, you know, and still it feel heat during daytime. So still this is not a time period for you to eat something which is very new, like grains, like fresh basmati or brown basmati rice or fresh wheat or dinkel, whatever fresh, which is coming just now within 2 months, 3 months old. No, this is the time to use minimum 6 months old rice or Getreide, whatever you are eating. Especially I will talk about the Getreide. So the Getreide should be minimum 6 months, but if you can have 1 year old, that is better. So everything which is light, like from the last year, when we talk about the Getreide, so it should be older, because the new Getreide, they are very heavy for the body.
Also.
And when things are heavy, then they create toxins to the body. They could not get digested easily. So you should eat light. Ayurveda always says that you should eat light, which is lighter for our digestion. So minimum either 6 months or 1 year older Getreide you should eat during this season also.
Also jetzt soll man in dieser Saison leicht essen. Also wenn man jetzt Getreide isst, dann nicht das frische Getreide, sondern Minimum 6 Monate altes Getreide oder am besten halt 1 Jahr altes Getreide, weil das einfach leichter für den Körper ist und dann nicht so viele Giftstoffe produziert.
Yeah, and still some more example about some kind of like a gemüse, or you can say which you can use also in the form of salad. Like gurke is very good during this season. So you can make either gurke in the form of shaft, because it's also cleaning, you know, gurke shaft. So many persons come for when they're coming, I'm suggesting to do a kind of cleansing with gurke shaft this season. So it also helps you not only rehydration but also cleaning. So gurke shaft is very good to drink during this season also.
Also die beste Sache jetzt zu trinken ist Gurke,
Gurke shaft,
also
and also
geschälte
Kokoswasser.
Gurke und Kokoswasser.
Kokoswasser also, which you can also take during this time period. So this is about the brief introduction about like what kind of lifestyle you can have during this autumn. Now we are open for the questions. So those people who are sitting over here, you can also ask me questions. And people who are watching there online, please write your question in the link below in the chat. And yes, so we will take your question in the chat also. But first, people who are sitting over here, if you have any questions, you can ask me now. Yes, please. You can actually, if you, yes, please translate in German.
Ja.
Deutsch.
For you in English?
No, for the people.
Ach so, okay. Können wir, also er hat gerade gefragt, ob wir die Rosinen und Datteln und so nur am Morgen essen sollten oder auch am Abend.
Yeah, actually both the raisins and dates, they are very good source of energy also, you know. So when you want to eat it in the form of energy, when you feel like body is a little bit weaker and you have something more works to do, so I suggest you to start taking in the morning time. But morning time, don't eat like 50 gram of raisins. Maybe you can take 4 dates and a little bit of raisins. You can mix with some brai if you are making something, you know. But when you are doing it for cleaning, for Reinigung, then you should take it at night. You understand? For energy, you take morning, but when you are doing for the Reinigung, then take this, especially this Rosinen at night time.
Also, um Energie zu bekommen, am Morgen das Essen und dann aber auch nur 4 Datteln ungefähr und ein paar Rosinen. Und wenn man sich reinigen will, dann das tatsächlich am Abend dann essen. Vor allem die Rosinen.
Yes. Any other questions? Alles clear? So, yes, please.
Also soll man die Rosinen einweichen, fragt sie gerade. Shall you put them in the water first? Or?
You can actually, if it is a good quality, you do not need to put in the water. You can eat directly. Yeah, but if it's not so clean, maybe just you wash them once outside, just to wash it outside, but no need to soak them. No need to soak them in the water for some time. You just wash them outside cleanly and then you can take it.
Also wenn es eine gute Qualität ist, braucht man es nicht einweichen, sondern kann die einfach kurz waschen und dann essen.
Yeah. Good. Yes, please.
Was ist der Grund dafür, dass die Rosinen reinigend wirken? What is the reason for that the raisins do
the
the
reason
detox?
is because the raisins, they are very soft. They are soft way of cleaning. When you do, because we have different kind of things to clean. We can also clean with trifla. We can also make this Reinigung with trifla. We can also do with this some other Kräuters in which is in Ayurveda like the amaltas. That is a pulp of a plant, with plant fruit, or trivrat. But the thing is, you can't get all those things here. So why I said Rosinen, because it's soft, easier, and you can find everywhere. You know, it's a soft and easy. You can get it easily, and its taste also tastes good, so you can take easily. And it has 2 benefits. When you take it, you also get some energy. You feel some energy also. And during this season, sweet is also recommended. And it's not like a sugar, but it is natural source, you know. So good for the pitta balancing, and same time cleaning. So it has multiple benefits.
Also die Rosinen sind halt gut, weil sie sehr sanft sind und auch sanft entgiften. Es gibt im Ayurveda noch ein paar andere Mittel, die entgiftend sind, aber die findet man halt hier nicht. Deswegen ist das einfach ganz gut, was Süßes zu haben, was Pitta balanciert. Und ja, man findet hier überall Rosinen.
Because whatever I am suggesting you is like a soft form of purgation of virechana. Because this virechana, it can be also more stronger. Because when we do the classical, when we do the Panchakarma classical, then when we are giving a person about this amaltas, a kind of Kräuter in Ayurveda, which is also used for affuran, person can go 10 times, 20 times, 30 times. So it's more stronger version, okay? So if a person has to go 20 times toilet, what will happen? You should not do it at your home yourself, yeah? You want at least going 2 times, 3 times to toilet, so, okay, not like 20 times, 30 times. So when we do this, in Indian, we do it in a, like where is a place for Panchakarma under the supervision of an Ayurveda artist, you know? But when you are doing your self-cleansing, self-Reinigung, then I would suggest softer way.
Also man kann halt auch im Panchakarma, was die Hauptreinigungskur ist, da gibt es natürlich dann auch ein Mittel, was man nimmt zum Abführen, aber dann muss man halt 10 bis 20 Mal auf Toilette und das will man jetzt vielleicht nicht, wenn man zur Arbeit muss. Deswegen sind Rosinen einfach gut. Das ist einfach
Yeah. Any other questions here? Yes, please.
How often
You can
should
do during this season, because This autumn, based on classical Ayurveda, is for 2 months old. Not old, means is for 2 months long. So during these 2 months, you can do actually every 2 weeks one time. So if it is for 2 months long, it means then you can do 4 times.
Also es reicht, wenn man diese Rosinen mit dem Rizinusöl so 4-mal in diesen 2 Monaten macht, also immer alle
Then
2
4
Wochen.
times, yeah. So 4 times you can do yourself at home. Every 2 weeks, one time. Yeah. So maybe now we should take the question over there. Please check if there's any question in the chat. And meantime, if anyone has any questions, that's clear, I think. So yes. Okay. So please come here. You are coming directly running in front of the camera. Okay, so thank you very much for listening, and also to our viewers who are watching us online. So see you next time. In October, I'm a little bit busy with my seminars, but I will keep coming. If in October is a little bit busier, so maybe in November, but I'll keep coming with this, our talks online. We continue that, yeah? So till next time, Namaste.
Also danke, dass ihr alle da wart und zugeschaut habt. Im Oktober ist er sehr beschäftigt mit seinen Seminaren, aber danach geht es weiter mit
Okay, so
Ayurveda-Themen.
Namaste everyone.
Namaste.
So, yes.